welcome back to my channel Bal Vigyan Bharti, and this is Avilas Sarkar, your mentor. We are progressing on trigonometric ratios. Although I have told you that I will finish it off in the last class, but after seeing so many varieties that is need to be discussed uh, till the level of 10th only, because 12th level I'm not immediately discussing that needs some understanding more to discuss those problems related to the trigonometric ratios. So I will confine myself up to the level 10, but in that level also there may be so many of different variety of problem that may you face. So those some of them I try to bring to you. I will show the solutions. There may be so many more varieties. So if you are interested, you can solve it following different sources, different books. And if in case it is cause you difficulty, you may contact me on this through this channel. You can put it in comments. So I will solve it for you. So, but now the problem that I will start with, this is 49. You might have remember, probably I have ended at 48. So the angle of elevation, the angle of elevation of the top of a tower, of the top of a tower from certain point, is 30 degree, if the observer moves 20 meter towards the tower, the tower, the angle of elevation, of the top of the top increases by 15 degree. Find the height of the tower. So the task is to find the height of the tower. Now we will read out again and try to represent in a pictorial view so that the total sum can be understood better. The angle of elevation of a top of the tower. So certainly there will be a tower. I am just drawing it, and this is must be on the ground. So this is ground and this is the tower. Let's say this is tower T. From certain points is 30 degree. That means when we will make some angle of any point with reference to other point, so there are two things. One is object, one is observer. So as this is the object and the top of it, the point of focus. So there must be somebody who is observing from some point, certain point. That means, let's say I'm taking this point. This point may be anywhere, but the catch is that from means from that point, if I view the top of the tower, so we know that our vision is at straight, is going at straight path, as because we view something due to the reflection of the light. So reflection, light is coming in a straight path, so our vision also is considered to be in a straight path. So if the observer is there, he will see straightway the top. That angle the forming is 30 degree as per the initial condition. It says from a certain point is 30 degree. So the observer with the ground, so that angle must be with the ground, because the observer is looking up. So when it is looking up, so he is moving his eye from ground to certain point to match the top point. So this angle must be 30 degree, and the observer is supposed to be on the point on the ground. Okay, and as because we are assuming the observer is very tiny with respect to the tower height, so we can consider it as a point. We are not considering any height of that. So I can nullify the height of the observer, and I only consider that he is a point on the ground. So these are the legitimate, you can say, assumptions that can be made to solve this problem. Second thing, if the observer moves 20 meter towards the tower, that means he is moving towards the towers. Let's say the initial distance may be something. So I'm taking the distance from the edge of the tower to this. Maybe the initial distance I consider as ID is X, let's say, and he is moving 20 meter from, let's say, after 20 meter, he is reaching somewhere. Let's say this is A and reaching somewhere B. Okay, so after moving there 20 meter towards the tower, he is again looking the top. So this time also he will look at a straight line. Okay, so now what is the condition of this angle? How it is being changed? It changed like that. The angle of elevation means with the vision, if I see the top of the tower, so that will give the total elevation. This elevation means nothing but the height. So from where if I look the top, so that will give the total elevation. Okay, and the angle is formed with the ground, it is the angle of elevation. So angle of elevation is the angle formed due to the vision at the top of any object, okay, to get the total height of the object with the ground. So angle formed with the ground when somebody is looking at the top to get the total height of the object. So this is the angle of elevation. So this time the angle of elevation is increased by 15 degree. That means from the earlier condition it has been added 15 degree more. Is obviously because if I go towards the tower and I look up, the angle of elevation will increase. If I go further, so it will decrease. So this angle is added to this 15 degree. That means it will become 45 degree now. So these are the two conditions. So this both can be considered as a right angle triangle. This is, I can say, that vertically means erected on the ground. So tower is a straight line, you can consider, and the angle it is making with the ground is 90 degrees. So this is a right angle triangle. This also, the earlier one is a right. So I am getting two right angle triangle, and for this two right angle triangle, the height part is same. That is represented by the height of the tower. So I am representing it H. Okay, now it is very easy. Once you will do this pictorial view, it will very easy to solve. So this part is 20. So what is, if I take this I am considering O, this I am considering, let's say, P, okay, and this is AB. Now what is AB? AB is said to be the move the observer, how much distance it has moved the 20 meter. So if I consider that AO, this is representing by AO, A to O, the bottom of the tower. So what is your BO then? Is nothing but x minus 20. Only variable is x and here is h. And what is PO? PO is taken as h. So there are two variables. So at least to solve this, I need two equations. So that is the thumb rule. How many variables are there? That many equation must be established so that I will able to solve this two variables. So what are the things can be done? Now if I take the tan of this angle, so this will relate what height upon the base. So this comes in the equation tan 30 we know. So height upon this distance if I consider, so x will come. So h and x together will form an equation with the tan 30. Same way if I take the tan of this, then also h and x will come somehow. So there may be two equation can be formed with the angle. So if I take tan of 30, so what is the height of that? H. H is the height. And for this tan 30, the base is A to AO. What is AO? I have taken as H. So this is first. So tan 30 is what? 1 by root 3, that is equal to H by X. And from here I can get what is that? X is equal to root 3h. So this is my first equation. Now consider the second equation. Now I rub it this part. Tan of 45. So that will give by this triangle. What is that? H upon BO. BO is x minus 20. Tan 45 is equal to 1 h upon x minus 20. So h is equal to, this is equal to x minus 20. So this is my second equation. Now I can rub all the other part which are not needed. So now only these two equations are needed. X is equal to root 3h and this. Now if I replace this x value here, I'll get h is equal to root 3h minus 20. So what is that? H into root 3 minus 1 is equal to 20 and h is equal to 20 upon root 3 minus 1. So now I can solve it by putting the root 3 value, because root 3 value is equal to 1.732. Okay, so if I put and calculate, that is also okay, but I can make it little bit easy by converting into a multiplication form rather to. So how did I do that? I have multiplied with the conjugate. Root 3 plus 1 I have multiplied. So that will turn into some root free portion in the denominator. So that will be easy for me to calculate, because multiplication is easier than the division. So this will become 3 minus 1, that is equal to 2. So that will turn into, now you see how easy it is, because it's come to a decimal multiplication. So this will be further easy to calculate. Plus 1, so 2.32. So this will be 27.32. That everything is in unit is given 20 meter. So this comes as a meter. So what is the ask of that? Height of the tower. So height of the tower I have calculated, that is equal to h. So height of the tower is 27.32. Understood? Okay. Let me move to the next problem. This kind of problem needs some time to explain, but once you will understand the explanation, any problem, if it is being twisted also, you will be able to solve. Okay, so concentrate on the kind of problem I'm discussing. Okay, now this is 50. It says there is a triangle A, B, C. The point D is given. If I join AD, it will divide this angle into equal part. There is a point P on the this AD, and if I join, this will divide the angle such a way that this is, if it is X, this is Y, then other case this is X and this is Y, and this is your P point. So the problem says in the given triangle, ABC, AD is bisector, AD is bisector of angle BAC and angle DAC equal to 30 degree. Then find BPC. So this angle I have to find. Okay. Now come to the solution part. What is that? Now the sum of the angle of ABC, the sum of angles of any triangle we know is 180. So if it is so 2 of X plus 2 of Y plus A will give you 180. This is one equation. Okay. Now given DAC, that means DA and C is 30 degree, and now angle DAC is 30 and AD bisect angle A, means BAC. Therefore angle BAC equal to 2 into 30, because bisect means this is equal to A by 2, this also equal to A by 2, so A is equal to 2 into 30, that is 60. So from 1 we get, what we get, X plus Y is equal to 180 minus 60 divided by 2, that is equal to 60. So that X plus Y, if it is needed somewhere, it will be 60. Let me check. Now what about angle BPD? This angle, half this part of the total angle BPC, BPD is an external angle for this triangle. Okay, so now is external angle of triangle APB. Therefore angle BPD is equal to this is equal to sum of these two. So this is equal to X plus A by 2, I can write. Similarly, what we can say, angle this BPC, matlab DPC or CPD, the other side of the angle, is equal to what? A by 2 by plus Y plus A by 2. Now this angle if I club together, What I will get? I will get the, now if I add these two angles, PPD plus angle CPD is equal to, if I add this x plus y plus a, now this is equal to your BPC, the angle it is needed to calculate. Okay, now this is equal to x plus y is equal to 60 plus a is equal to how much? Already 60 I have taken, this is 30 multiple 60, so that is equal to 120 degree. So this is your answer. Okay, fine, I will end up here. It's taking too much time. Only two problems I have discussed because this needs some explanation, so it may take some time, but be patient, this will help you. So keep watching and follow my channel. Okay, thank you.